Tell you a little bit about what we've come up with in terms of our strategic plan. We have developed a series of goals, strategies to achieve those goals, and specific measurements to determine whether or not we have achieved those goals. After conducting a SWOT analysis of what makes our community great, what makes our college great, we've determined that the two main things we want to focus on are student success and establishing community partnerships. I'll turn it over now to Susan, who will begin to tell us about Focus Area 1, in which we will be preparing academically unprepared students and establishing pathways.
All right, thank you, Jason. And as Jason just mentioned, our first strategy is to address academically underprepared students. Throughout our SWOT analysis, we realized that our placement test scores are falling and that there is some need for development.
Too much.
So our first strategy is to develop additional programs to support academically underprepared students. And we're going to establish some baseline data to begin with. We're going to look at the number of programs that we're currently offering, as well as the number of students who are currently placing into those programs. And this will be based on developmental placement test scores. Then we're going to look at course evaluations from the programs that we're already offering, and look at how well existing students are doing as they place into subsequent college level courses. After we establish this baseline data, then we will look at any gaps that we may have and develop new programs based on those gaps. Once we complete this first cycle, then after we start implementing our new programs, we'll begin the cycle of assessment again, looking at how well students are doing, what they're saying in our course evaluations, and then altering our programs as needed to meet any gaps that we're seeing. Now I'd like to turn it over to John to discuss our second strategy.
Thank you, Susan. So everyone knows that when it comes to major selection, students can change their major decision like they change their socks, some more often than others. So when it comes down to actually establishing a goal for student success at Greenfield Community College, we wanted to focus on establishing clear pathways to career and major selection through strong academic advisement and career counseling. And this can be done in a number of different ways. We're looking to establish, hopefully, a career services office that will assist students in assessing their strengths and weaknesses and how those abilities and those interests can be crystallized into a career pathway. We want to establish that relationship with those students so that they understand that they have a resource that's available to them during their enrollment that will allow them to not only make the connection to their career, but also how that career relates to their major of their choosing. We have decided that we want to basically make our measurement based on completion of their ACA class, enrollment in their ACA 111 or 122 class. That is also a very easily established benchmark, but we don't want them just enrolling in it. We want them to complete it successfully. ACA includes lots of interest perspectives, the Myers-Briggs assessments as well, and that will allow us to give them a base mark on where their career interests may lie. And by completion of those classes at an 85% completion rate, we hope that by giving them a strong foundation and allowing them to basically select their major by their career decision, they'll have a much better understanding about what it will take to be successful in the working world. We want students at Greenfield Community College to start with the end in mind, meaning that they have their career pathway decided before they ever get started in their program of study.
So keeping that in mind, we also recognize that there's an opportunity for us to expand community partnerships to establish meaningful career pathways that lead to meaningful employment. And within that, we recognize that within our community, we'd like to reach out and expand access to dual enrollment and also establish and expand partnerships with local businesses and organizations.
Currently at Greenfield, we already have our early college, Greenfield Early College, and we also address a lot of homeschool, deal with a lot of homeschool students. But where we feel like we can really improve our enrollment is with the public high schools and the private schools. We are looking at doing cohorts in the high schools, having those courses first thing in the morning or in the last period in the afternoon. And with that removes all the issues with transportation and access, so students aren't having to get to the campus for classes. This really helps out the high schools because they have some needs with funding that sometimes they're not able to hire some instructors that they would really like to hire. And with the dual enrollment courses that we offer, also counting for high school credit, that serves both their institution and ours. We also will look at doing more like an afternoon college, trying to load more courses into the afternoon so that students can come to our campus to work on that associate's degree, and will be online.
So when we think about expanding partnerships for businesses and organizations, we really want to match those businesses in our local community to the pathways that we offer, and also look at expanding internship opportunities so that we want every student to have access to an internship within that career pathway that leads to employment and also connects with the local industry. We'd also like our local businesses and industries to give us feedback about the programs that we offer. We like to have focus groups on all of our programs and get some feedback about the programs in which we are serving the local community with. And with that, we'd like to see an increase in terms of the measurement of the internships and apprenticeships, but with about 10% by the end of each academic year. So we're very excited about that and look forward to the partnerships expansion.
So everything we do at Greenfield goes back to our mission statement, and I bet you don't remember it, so I'm going to read it to you. Greenfield Community College provides accessible, high-quality education within a diverse and innovative environment while engaging the surrounding communities. Through educational experiences and quality career training, GCC is dedicated to student achievement and prepares leaders for success in both local and global environments. I entertain any questions?
All right, I'll invite some feedback from you all, but number one, I think all their speakers deserve A+. I mean, none of them did. I also thought that your measurements were smart and followed all the guidelines of the SMART type things. The strategies are definitely ones that are hot issues now in the community college system. Any other specific feedback from you all, or constructive, is there anything that they could have done to make this better?
The flow was really nice. The flow was great. The sequencing was, you probably couldn't have done that any better.
Sandy?
I thought it was excellent. Just a couple of little teeny tiny suggestions. You need to try to speak like you're having a conversation, and some of you were making points and you didn't even take a breath between 1 and 2.
Yeah,
So you kind of ran it together. So when you make a point, just breathe. Take a second, let the people that you're talking to take it in, and then start again. I mean, a half a second,
Yeah.
but take a breath, okay? That would
could
just...
have added a little color to the slides if you were going to show those, like at the Board of Trustees. Or you could have added a picture of a current internship business that you just got, that kind of thing. Now, the purpose of this whole exercise is to give other people on other teams ideas about specific areas of focus. So when you're doing this at your school, you can draw from 5 other teams. Okay? Good job, y'all. All right, second group, ready? And you are
Team cultivators.
the first team was triple threat.